She hooked up. All right. This time of the year, you can catch fish on a lot of different lures. Right now, I'm throwing something called a chatterbait. A chatterbait is known to kick big fish. It seems like it goes through the school of fish and it just picks out the better fish. And this fish right here is probably a good, he ain't the biggest fish I caught today, but this fish was probably weigh about 2.5 pounds. And it all come off a chatterbait. Now, we're gonna keep fishing here and I'm gonna show you how to catch them on a whack-it worm as well. We're gonna put this one back. And let's go with a whack-it worm. Now, during the spring of the year, you gotta be kind of cautious about what whack-it worm do you throw. Now, reddish color whack-it worms, like the one you see here, is a good choice. But now, you can also catch them on a white worm, something like this. And especially if the water is somewhat stained. A worm like that, you catch off this type of worm. This is a Cinco worm right here, Yamamoto Cinco. And it's a white with gold flakes in it. They will take this if the water has a good stain to it. And they'll take the red. Now if the water clears up a little bit, if you're in clear water, then you want to go with the green pumpkin, this one right here. So those would be your 3 best choices during the spring of the year. So let's try here and see can we get some off the red one. Now when working the red worm, as I've always said, you want to work this worm. You don't want the worm to work you, you want to work the worm. You want to keep that constant motion because that's what the fish is looking for. And if you just kind of let it sit there and die, a lot of times he won't take it as easy as will if you're working it. And I always say it gives them Google eyes. They can't really make out what it is, but if you think about it, ain't none of this stuff look like the stuff that they forage on. So let's see what we do with it. As you notice, I'm keeping my rod about, back 12, maybe 1 o'clock high, and I never stop working it. So I keep it going all the time. Keep it working all the time. Don't give up on the worm, because if you do, the worm will give up on you. Let's see here. I think I got one in. I got one on right now. Let's make sure. Set the hook on it. There you go, right there. It's a decent fish. It's a decent fish. It's a decent fish, but now you can do better. I still think the chatterbait will catch you a bigger fish this time of the year. You can catch them off whack-it worms. You can catch them off crankbait. This is a decent fish. Now that came off the red Cinco. All right, now we've caught fish on a kind of reddish, dark reddish worm. We caught fish on the chartreuse and white chatterbait. So now we're going to try a crankbait. Now this time of the year, crankbait, that color, not chartreuse, but light orange and red and a dark back, it's hard to beat. And I don't care if you're in clear water or stained water, it works just as well. Now as the year moves further, as you move further into the spring or into the early summer months, they don't hit it as well. It may be better to go back with natural. But this time of year, it's just hard to beat crawfish colored crankbait. All right, that's what we got. I think we get success. You're gonna work a crankbait several ways. If you don't want it digging on the bottom, just kind of hold it up. Where I got my rod, that'll keep it off the bottom. And sometimes that is where the fish want it. And other times you want to drop your rod and crawl across the bottom. Right there, I don't know which one they want, but we're gonna try both the trees, see if we can get one and hit it. This crankbait, I'm kind of digging across the bottom. You can feel it buffing off the bottom, which is good if that's where they're feeding at. You do that a few times and you can't seem to get them to hit, then maybe you want to raise that rod tip up to bring it across the bottom, but not so much bumping into the dirt on the bottom. Sometimes it trick them, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, I got one. Now, when I caught that fish, I threw back to the shallow area and I kind of drug across the bottom. There he was. Decent fish. It's a decent fish. It's like it's for a female. But try those baits during the spring of the year, especially when the water temperature is in the mid 50s, approaching the 60s. These baits that I just talked to you about, you can't beat them. If one's not working, try the other. Eventually you'll figure out which one's gonna work the best, and you're gonna come up with a whole lot more fish and enjoy your fishing trip. So keep watching us. Subscribe and hit the bell so you get all the videos that come up. And I'll see you on the water.